Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to talk about all 3 books I read for August. Before we dive into the books though, I just wanted to tell you guys a quick little story about what happened to me when I was getting my nails done. Okay, so I do go to the Vietnamese. As I was getting these bad boys done, I was actually finishing this book right here up, and after I was done, the man who did my nails told me that I was the first black woman he has ever seen reading in the shop. And I didn't know whether, like, you guys let me know, would you have been offended? Would you, like, I didn't even know what to say. But he wasn't even trying to be rude. It was like a good job, make sure you continue. And his co-worker was like, yeah, they're usually on their phone talking or scrolling their phone. I'm gonna be honest, it made me feel sad. I really was kind of like stuck for a hot second. I wanted to be offended, but at the same time, if that's their truth, then that's their truth. What can I really be offended about if that was their truth? They had never seen a black woman read in their shop before. And what's sad about it is the shop, this was my first time going to this shop. This shop was in Walmart. Their shop is always busy. But yeah, it made me feel a certain type of way. So, I gotta challenge my women of color to, make sure we are educating ourselves. Make sure we are, it doesn't have to be boring. It can be fictional books. It can be whatever you like reading. But make sure you're reading because it helps with mental health. It helps expand our vocabulary. And overall, it's empowering. In July, I challenged myself to read 3 books a month. And now I'm challenging you to read 1 book a month. Let me know what you think about that whole scenario in the comments, and let's get into these books. I'm gonna start with the book I have on my phone, which was I'm Judging You, The Do Better Manual by Luvvie Ajayi. It was definitely a good read. I'm just going to share with you guys the titles of some of the chapters, and I think that will give you kind of like a heads up on what she'll be talking about. It was broken down into 4 parts. The first part is about life, and it says, why must you suck at friendship? When baehood goes bad. We've all been there, right? And under the knife. Relevant, right? Everybody talking about surgeries, bigger boobies, smaller waist, all that. Part 2 is about culture. Racism is for assholes. Zamunda is not a country, neither is Africa. Thank you. Rape culture is real and it sucks. Dear Fly, if you don't go. That's not a name, that's just me telling the fly. Okay, and last but not least, this one had me weak. Hashtag Fix It Jesus. Hashtag Bend It Buddha. Hashtag Amended Allah. Part 3 is about social media, and I know I've been wrong about a couple things she has talked about in this section, but as well as I definitely get super annoyed with certain things that people do on social media. And so if you are like me, this part of the book was super funny, super hilarious. The first chapter in that section was hashtag I, hashtag hate, hashtag your, hashtag abuse. How hilarious, how relevant, right? Your Facebook is my favorite soap opera. Y'all, we all know somebody like that. And number 4 is about fame, about microwave fame. So you're a big deal on the internet, sex tapes, and the unreal world. I give this book for sure 2 thumbs up, and I definitely recommend it. This is a great book on how not to suck, okay? So please pick it up, because some of y'all still guilty of what she talked about. And I'm gonna need y'all to bring it on in for 2017, okay? Do it for the 99 and 2000s. This is the You Are a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life by Jen Sincero. Okay? Alright, and I'll just read the back for you guys. You Are a Badass is the self-help book for people who desperately want to improve their lives but don't want to get busted doing it. In this refreshingly entertaining how-to guide, best-selling author and world-traveling success coach Jen Sincero serves up 27 bite-sized chapters full of hilariously inspiring stories, advice, easy exercises, and the occasional swear word. Y'all, I used to have problems with my S's, so I'm sorry if I'm slurring or whatever the case is. That was a lot of S's right there, right? Okay. Helping you to identify and change the self-sabotaging beliefs and behaviors that stop you from getting what you want. Number 2, create a life you totally love and create it now. Number 3, make some damn money already, the kind you've never made before. Is that an attention grabber or what? It says, by the end of You Are a Badass, you'll understand why you are how you are, how to love what you can't change, how to change what you don't love, and how to use the force to kick some serious ass. Alright, so I have to be honest and say this is a great book. I do recommend it. For myself, I believe the main part of this book was the last part for me, which was make some damn money already, the kind you've never made before. I believe the other stuff I had pretty much conquered already, so it was more of a refresher for myself. That's why I kind of took a while to read it, and it wasn't, flowing for myself. But for a lot of people, this book really spoke volumes. And you might as well not even buy it at first, because I'm like 90% sure one of your friends has this book. Ask them to borrow it before you go buy it. But if this book does speak to you, I do recommend you buy it and keep it on the shelf and refresh yourself every now and then, because those are the best books. I'm definitely keeping this book on my shelf. I definitely do recommend it. I think it was a tad overrated, just a tad, but like I said, to each their own. It's probably not overrated. It's probably not. It's just that I had already tackled those areas of my life, so it kind of got off to a slow start. But at that end, she brought me in about that money, and she also already has the second book out on, following this, and that one's green, looks about the same, can't remember the name of it, but I will be purchasing it because it's all about how to get that dollar. Last but definitely not least, I want to talk about The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. First of all, second of all, and third of all, this was my favorite book I read this month. This book I read so quickly, and it's definitely the thickest book of the month, okay? But when I say I could not put it down, I really could not. It's fiction, but it's so relevant, and I'm all about keeping things relevant. Let me read you guys what it says. So, 16-year-old Star Carter moves between two worlds, the poor black neighborhood where she lives and the fancy suburban prep school she attends. The uneasy balance between these worlds is shattered when Star witnesses the fatal shooting of her childhood best friend, Khalil, at the hands of a police officer. Khalil was unarmed. Soon afterward, Khalil's death is a national headline. Some are calling him a thug, maybe even a drug dealer and a gangbanger. Star's best friend at school suggests he may have had it coming. When it becomes clear the police have little interest in investigating the incident, protesters take to the streets and Star's neighborhood becomes a war zone. What everyone wants to know is what really went down that night, and the only person alive that can answer that is Star. But what Star does or does not say could destroy her community. It could also endanger her life. Angie Thomas's searing debut about an ordinary girl in extraordinary circumstances addresses issues of racism and police violence with intelligence, heart, and unflinching honesty. Let me reiterate how great this book is and how I definitely recommend it to everyone, whether you're black, white, Asian, Latino, it does not matter. This is a great book, and like it says, it's definitely heartfelt, or it opens your eyes to different points of view. So this is my #1 pick for the month. I really enjoyed it, so definitely giving this a 2 thumbs up. So to all 3 books I read this month, I definitely recommend them. I definitely give all 3 2 thumbs up. Hopefully this was helpful, and if so, make sure you give this a thumbs up. Make sure you comment and let me know what you thought of my situation, as well as let me know if you have any recommendations or suggestions on my next reads for the following months. Tag someone or share the video, and if you have not subscribed, what you waiting on? Alright guys, love you, and I will see you soon, I promise. Mwah.